So good afternoon everyone. So we are the group 6 and our topic for today is entitled The American Colonial Period, the Sarswela, Walang Sugat by Severino Reyes, Short Stories of Footnote to Youth by Jose Garcia Villa. So I am Jentapa. I am one of the reporter of this topic. So first, what are the American colonies? American colonies, also called 13th colonies or Colonial America, the 13th British colonies that were established during the 17th and early 18th centuries in what is now a part of the eastern United States. The colonies grew both geographically along the Atlantic coast and westward and numerically to 13th from the time of their founding to the American Revolutionary during 1775 to 1781. Their settlements extended from what is now Maine in the north to the Altamaha River in Georgia when the Revolution began, and there were at the time about 2.5 million American colonists. So the colonial period covers a time period beginning with the foundation of the colonies, the first being Jamestown, Virginia in 1607, and the end with the beginning of the Revolutionary War. 13 British colonies were established and could be divided into 3 geographic areas, which is New England, Middle, and the Southern.
The colonies were markedly prolific, economic opportunity, especially in the form of readily available land. Encouraged early marriages in large families. Bachelors and unwed women could not live very comfortably and were relatively few. Widows and widowers needed partners to maintain homes and rear children, and so remarried quickly. Accordingly, most adults were married. Children were numerous, and families containing 10 or more members were common. Despite heavy losses as a result of disease and hardship, the colonies multiplied. Their numbers were also greatly increased by continuing immigration from Great Britain and from Europe west of the Elbe River. The colonies particularly welcomed foreign Protestants in addition. Many people were sent to America against the will, convicts, political prisoners, and enslaved Africans. The American population doubled every generation.
Good day everyone, my name is Beverly and I will be your reporter in the Sarswela Walang Sugat by Severino Reyes. So, bago natin alamin ang Sarswela Walang Sugat, let's know first the author of Walang Sugat. He is Severino Reyes y Rivera, also known as Lola Bashang. He was a Filipino writer, playwright, and a director of plays. He was named as Don Pinoy. Do you know that Lola Bashang became a generic name in the Philippine society depicting an old grandmother who loved telling stories? At alam niyo ba na si Severino Reyes, siya ay isang mahusay na direktor at manunulat. Siya din ay nagsisilbing pangulo ng Aklatang Bayan at kasapi ng Ilaw Panitikan. Kapwa samahan niya ng mga manunulat dahil sa kwentong isinulat niya tungkol kay Lola Bashang, siya ay naging tanyag nito. So, proceed tayo sa next slide. So, he is born on February 11, 1861 at Santa Cruz, Manila. Died on September 15, 1942 at Manila also. His parents named Rufino Reyes and Andrea Rivera. Severino Reyes, he wrote 26 Sarswelas and 22 dramas in his career. You know that Reyes helped found the Liwayway magazine is recognized for pioneering the Tagalog literary renaissance during his lifetime rather. You know that Severino Reyes ay kilala bilang ama ng Sarswelang Tagalog or father of Tagalog plays and as the father of the Tagalog Sarswela. According sa kanya, kung bakit isinulat niya ang Walang Sugat dahil daw yung moro-moro at komedya, ito ay isang tanyag na kilalang mga dula noon. Pero ito ay walang buting dulot sa manonood. Yan yung sabi ni Severino. So, alamin natin kung ano naman yung Liwayway Magazine. Liwayway Magazine is a leading Tagalog weekly magazine published in the Philippines since 1922. Do you know that Liwayway is a story of joyful and creative humanitarian professionals who are wavering from waiting and relying on the goodwill of their donors to run the Children Foundation in the Philippines. It contains Tagalog, several novels, short stories, poetry, comics, essays, new features, entertainment news, and articles, and many, many more. In fact, that Liwayway magazine, it is the oldest magazine in the Philippines. So, let's proceed to the next slide. What is Sarswela? So, magkaalaman na kung ano ang Sarswela. Sarswela or Sarswela, a usually comic Spanish operetta, is a Spanish lyric dramatic genre that alternates between spoken and song sing. It is the father of drama, a musical comedy or a melodrama, 3 acts, which vets and men's passions and emotions like love, hate, revenge, cruelty, avarice, or some political problems. So do you know that Sarswela, it is the national theater genre of the Philippines. Filipino Sarswela became a unique style of musical theater that delivered into a political struggles of the past in the search for a better future. Also, ang Sarswela is nagpapakita ng mga sitwasyon ng mga Pilipino noon na may kinalaman sa mga kwento ng pag-ibig at kontemporaryong mga issue na napapanahon noon. So, let's proceed to the next slide. So, ang next slide natin is ito yung plot of Walang Sugat by Severino Reyes. But before that, I will explain what is Walang Sugat. Walang Sugat 1902 is a Sarswela or a drama in the form of singing drawn from the period of revolution, depicting the cruelty and corruption of friars and the heroism of our soldiers of the Katipunan. So, yun. Basahin ko na itong plot. So, apart from the political themes, Walang Sugat is also a love story towards the end of the Philippine Revolution. Tenyo leaves Julia to become a member of the Katipunan. In his absence, Julia is continuously pressured by Miguel, who is portrayed as an American. She succumbed when she stopped receiving news from Tenyong in the combat. Tenyong mentioned his dying wish to Julia, but the place features an unexpected twist that shows how Tenyong is able to outwit the person separating him from Julia, the love of his life. As Julia and Miguel are being wed, Tenyong arrives to interrupt the service and he is dying of injuries sustained. So this is the summary of Walang Sugat. Walang Sugat is a love story. Woven within a love story, it is a story about forbidden love and love between a lovely and privileged lass Julia and a dashing young woman from the proletariat named Tenyong. So, ito yung ending ng Walang Sugat. Tenyong, of course, did not die. Instead, he revealed himself to be in a good health for everybody to exclaim, Walang Sugat. Ending the story on the happy note that all good things will come in the end. Tenyong has turned home and appeared to be the wounded in the battle and is not about to die. And is now about to die. So, ito yung mga list ng mga characters of Walang Sugat. We have Tenyong, Julia, Lucas, Butin, Kapitan Ingo, Joanna, Cora, or yung Prilec. So, Marcelino, Devan, Tadio, Miguel, and Monica. So, balikan natin itong slide na to. So, we have Tenyong. Siya ay isang lalaking nagmamahal or isa ng lalaking na mapagmahal sa kanyang kasintahan, which is si Julia yun, sa kanyang pamilya at sa bayan. So, si Julia ay isang babaeng pinakamamahal ni Tenyong. So, ang sumunod is si Lucas, ang kanang kamay at utusan ni Tenyong. So, meron din si Putin. Putin, ina ni Tenyong at asawa ni Ingo. So we have Kapitan Ingo. Ama ni Tinyo, asawa ni Putin, namatay dahil sa kalupitan ng mga Kastila. So we have Juana, ina ni Julia. So kura o praile, ang paring nagkumpisal kay Tinyo. So we have Marcelino, alkalde ng puno ng bayan. So si Devan, part din yan siya ng story. We have Tadio, ang ama ni Miguel, may lihim na pagtingin kay Joanna. So doon may lihim na pagtingin doon sa ina ni Julia. So we have Miguel, ang lalaking ipinagkasundo kay Julia para pakasalan. So si Monica, ito ay isang alila ni Julia. Meron pa. So, meron pang mga others na characters. We have yung mediko, religyoso 1 and religyoso 2. So, and then also that, meron din si general. So, dito sa mediko, ang gumamot kay Tinyong. So, doon sa religyoso 1 at saka si religyoso 2, ito yung mga malulupit na mga praile. Ito si general naman, ang malapit na kaibigan ni Tinyong. So, thank you for your listening. Hopefully, you understand. Good afternoon to each and every one of us.